and welcome to Lety Does Patreon Update, August 2017. So lots of cool stuff coming out this month, including what's this weird-ass piece of fabric. But first, what came out last month? So every month, my Doers of Stuff Plus, which is my $5 tier, get my photo set A. And for July, the photo shoot was of my Misa's photo set. So I say Misa's and I have two death notes because I did both of them. The first one being Mia Sutton, which is from Netflix's version of Death Note, and I think that movie's coming out like next week. And then I also did the classic Misa outfit from the anime. Misa photo set, I pretty much based the entire photo shoot off of the first trailer that we got of her, which is only a clip of like 5 seconds of her practicing cheerleading at her high school. So I based it off of that and got that outfit and then went down to my local park to kind of get more of a high school yard looking theme. So I'll put some preview images up here in a moment. And then for my Misa photo set, I thought that since she was lollygoth, she looked kind of like cool and artsy. So I went down to downtown Pomona and went to their art scene because they have this really cool like artsy area, and they also have this really cool train station, so I went and I did my photo shoot there. So personally, I think these are one of the cuter photo shoots that I've done, and if you want to go ahead and check those out, you just have to pledge as a Doer of Stuff Plus on my Patreon. And continuing along with the theme, my Doers of Stuff Plus also got a letter from me in these cute little OMG cards I found that are a cutout, and then they're super colorful as well, so I thought they were going to look really cool in the mail, along with me using my psychic abilities to write down on this parchment paper how they would die. Which is actually one of the weirder things I've done on my channel, but I mean, I got to write 50 funny deaths for those 50 people, so that was pretty fun. And someone just started playing music. So if you hear anything weird in the background, just ignore that. So moving on to my Doers of Stuff Plus. Pretty much, if you haven't seen my Inyo vlogs, everything that I had said I was going to do in the last Patreon update about like being in this big beautiful lake and whatever, didn't happen. Because that went horribly wrong when ultimately when I got to the spot that I was going to do my photo shoot, I horribly hurt my foot and had to stay an extra day. And I ended up doing my photo shoot in the very early morning at this beautiful little creek I found, but apparently water's even colder in the morning and I'm wearing this little swimsuit. So I was freezing my ass off. It was really early and I was right next to a waterfall, so at some point, like, I'm trying to do this pose on this little rock, and the only thing I'm thinking is like, oh my gosh, I really hope I don't like fall and slip right now and crash horribly among the rocks and die. But, you know, all that aside, it honestly did come out really nice just because everything was so green and beautiful and like the crashing water against the rocks looks really nice. So I'm going to be putting some preview images up here as proof. And you know, as always, you can go down to my Patreon and pledge as a Doer of Stuff Plus if you want to go ahead and check that out. So that's it for my Doers of Stuff Plus. And now to my Doers of Stuff 4X+, which is my Snapchat / Discord story tier. And pretty much, if you pledge $25, you will be added to my private Snapchat where I will be sending snaps of me wearing different outfits or like other antics I might get into that are pretty much the equivalent of a little like bonus photo set at the end of the month. So I'm going to be putting up some photos that I took from my Snapchat up here, and if you want to get added to that or check out the photos that I have taken since like May, now is your last chance because come September, a lot of them are going to be gone. And now on to my last tier that I usually don't mention in these videos, which is my $50 tier, which is a subscription to monthly Lety stuff getting mailed out to you. And it's pretty much just stuff from my travels or stuff from my life that I would want to share and send to you. So last month, among other things that I will not be mentioning because it's just way too much, I sent this newspaper from Inyo National Forest that I also stamped with each place that I went to on my travels. So yeah, I pretty much went running around to get these stamps and sent this out along with other Inyo stuff and stuff from Anime Expo as well, just kind of as little souvenirs. So if this and other various Lety things interest you, you can just go ahead and pledge as a Doer of Stuff plus squared on my Patreon. Alright, so that's it for last month, but before I move on to this month, I just want to go ahead and give some shoutouts to those of you that joined my Patreon for the month of July. So this month, we have Drew, Johnny, Jonathan, Nicholas, Krijo, Ian, Caesar, Harry, Brandon, Jerry Cho, Jeff, Marcus, that's with a K, Full Nelson, John, Stuart, Jefferson, Per, William, Aria, Ryan, Marcos, with a C, Michael, Jordan, Kevin, and Laszlo. So thank you so much guys for supporting me, and I would also like to give a super big shout out to my 5 biggest supporters from the month: Kyle, Pip, Adrian, Per, and Justin. So thank you guys all so much for supporting me to go do these crazy things on top of a mountain, and I love you all so much. So this month for my Doers of Stuff Plus, I am going to be doing a picnic in the park photo shoot. I'm going to be wearing this dress, and I actually live near like 3 huge parks that are like 20 minutes away from me. So I should be able to find an area that's secluded enough to go and take pictures. And I'm going to be going on Wednesday, so you can find that on my Patreon if you go and if you pledge $5. And I'm also going to be bringing back something that I haven't really done for the past couple months, and that is my Google Hangouts. So I've already done like 2 or 3 this month, and they've all been pretty fun, but it's pretty much I am going to be having a Google Hangouts, and it's just like my live stream where you can like come and chat with me, or you can turn on your voice and you can talk to me directly, or you can just turn on your video and we can just full on video chat. So there's also that for anyone that is my Doer of Stuff Plus and up. And now moving on to physical rewards for my Doers of Stuff Plus Plus. This month I am going to be sending out some little My Day drawings, and I'm just going to be doing some that kind of like are the highlight of my day, or maybe just like summarize my day, or maybe just like what I want to share with you for the day, or just how I feel on these little note cards. And you may get 1 or 2 depending on, you know, how many I make, how many I send out, and in the end I'm going to scan them all up and put them up on the Patreon board so you can see all of them. But you will be able to have a little drawing from me to you, along with a note that I am going to be writing on this really cool pink paper. So I'm probably going to end up just writing you a little letter in this, mailing it along with this, possibly a little explanation of what I drew, or why I drew it, or where I went. So that is going to be later this month, and I'm going to be making these as my days go along, but I'm really excited to be sharing these out with you guys. Now for my Doers of Stuff Plus, which is also what the heck this fabric thing is. And this is a ta-da! Full body wetsuit! Because this month my photo set B is going to be on Catalina Island! And now, through the magic of computer editing, and ta-da! I'm magically in the suit! So, yeah, this is the outfit that I'm going to be wearing for my photo shoot on Catalina Island, which is this really, really beautiful island, just like an hour by boat off the coast of California. And 2 reasons I'm wearing this suit. So the first one being is that I'm going to go snorkeling, and this is a snorkeling photo shoot, by the way, guys, at Lover's Cove or something. Pretty much, it's the most public place where you can go snorkeling unless you have a boat, which I don't. So yeah, I'm wearing this suit because it's a bit more modest and I don't want to get in too much trouble if there ends up being like a bajillion people there. And reason number 2 is that I already have a bunch of swimsuit photo sets. Like, I think the last 3 months have been swimsuit photo sets on my Patreon, so I thought I'd switch it up a bit and do a full body suit instead. And I mean, it gives me more like versatility, and like if I wanted to, I could just unzip it in the front. Unlike my Spider-Gwen suit, which had the zipper in the back, which kinda sucked. And I think I somehow migrated too far to the right, guys, so yeah. Anyway, that is what I have for Photo Set B. Oops. That is going to come out later this month, and you guys can find that by pledging $15 on my Patreon. And of course, I am going to be vlogging the entire time I'm there, because it's going to be an all-day thing, so you can look forward to like 2 or 3 videos on my channel. And moving on to my 4X Plus tier, which is going to be more story photos through the end of the month. And again, at the end of the month, I am going to be removing some of the older photos on my Discord right now, so you can go ahead and go to my Patreon and pledge $25 if you want to catch that before they're gone. And on my Doers of Stuff Plus Squared, again, I'm going to be sending you guys stuff from my travels or stuff from my life, and I think this month I'm going to be focusing a little more on that one and just kind of trying out some new things that I want to see if you guys like or not, so you'll be seeing that later this month. And of course, I also have a new $100 tier that I know it's a lot of money, but most of it goes into production costs of something that you guys requested, which is a photo book. So I'll be picking 20 of my favorite photos from the photo set of the month, and I will be also doing 10 bonus photos, 5 from each set, that are going to be exclusive to the book. And I still don't have an example of the book, but it will be roughly this size. I found this for $1. I thought it was cool. It'll be roughly this size, but it'll be hardcover in full color, and yeah. Just to clarify, I'm getting these professionally made. I'm not like printing these myself and having it be like some weird scrapbook type of thing. This is just the only example that I have. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be that the photo is going to be right here, and then there is going to be white margins around the photo, and I'm just going to write some little notes of what I was doing during the photo or what happened in that specific time during the trip, or just some other little comments that I might have regarding it. But yeah, pretty excited about that. But that is all I got for you this month, so thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing, and please go check out my Patreon by clicking that card up there, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Well, you can come out now, buddy. I'm sorry, that looked like this fuck. And I'm free! Bye. Hey everyone! I just came back from my trip to Inyo National Forest. It was so amazing and I had such a great time hiking, and I didn't have a great time carrying Shaggy in his little baggie. But he had fun watching everything